stream WoW, even though she's a hardcore WoW player, is a testament that people don't want to fucking watch WoW. They really don't.
Nice.
When is Spiro stream? Why are you torturing us? Spiro in an hour. I love WoW, says Hideki. Of course you do! Not even Asmund streams WoW anymore. I'm very impressed with how Asmund managed to turn himself around after being a hardcore, like, WoW player. DBD in an hour for sure. I made changes that are gonna save the company 14k a year and it's all gone in smoke. Look on the bright side, at least it's not gonna cost as much, I guess. Someone finish me off. No, I need you! Who's gonna mod from my chat? That would have been towards my bonus. I'm sorry. Look. Asmund changed focus when WoW was at the lowest point. That's not true. I think Asmund stopped streaming WoW generally after like Legion. Like in BFA, he didn't really stream it that much either. I feel like. I think he pivoted like probably like 4 or 5 years ago. It was near the end of BFA. I swear he quit in BFA like multiple times. He couldn't do it anymore. Why is shipping ants from the US? Aww. How's it feel no longer working the 9-to-5 grind? I'm jealous. It feels good. I freaking... the biggest thing is like having to wake up and brush my hair, brush my teeth, force feed, eat shit, work out, and then go to work, and then go back most of the time. Like if I had to go to the office, I had to wake up at like 6 a.m. and I hated it. Now I wake up at 7:30 and I'm chilling. Yeah, I wish I could never wake up too. Same. Did you know some Blizzard execs said something along the lines of players should tip developers? Yes, I made a statement on that on Twitter. You got burned out hard reading Mythic and Legion? Yeah, I feel like it was Legion that stopped them from basically, you know, streaming WoW. Again, Shalily, really big VTuber, really loves WoW, plays WoW retail a lot apparently, and she does not stream it because she knows it's better for stream not to. I think it was the artifact grinding that broke him. What do you mean? I love doing Maw of Souls 1500 times. Huh? Blizz games were better when they drank the titty milk? You think there's a correlation between titty milk and gamers? I liked artifacts. I fucking hated artifacts. If you wanted to play like a multi-spec like Druid, you had to like grind so much more. It sucked. Is titty milk from Gigi Subs good? I believe so. People have told me it tastes good. It helps babies grow fast. Maybe it has unstudied effects on adult brains. Yeah, it makes you a better gamer. Makes you a better dev. Suck on that titty juice. Don't worry, one day, Chad, I'll be a game developer. I'll make the best game ever. Totally. Promises. I won't steal your money. I won't steal $200 million from you and then run away with it and live in the Caribbean. DVT too? Yeah, man.
Monka.
The fuck is my dog doing? SmugAlana mobile game? Yes. Yeah. I'll do like Honkai Star Rail, but with SmugAlanas and different outfits for SmugAlana. Big piss. Massive piss.
Wow, it's already been 2 months.
Wow, Mason, thank you. Thank you for the tier 3. 2 months, you're insane. Thank you so much.
Players should tip devs, motherfucker, my brother in Christ. We already do that with microtransactions, DLCs, expansions, and special editions. Sit down, kecking.
Deprive the flirty girl can be letter rearrange spelt from I only give fake D. Flirty girl equals Fikey vag defined. What the fuck is blood waffling on about, man? What are you fucking waffling on about, you fucking clown? He can't even spell his own joke outright. Am I having a stroke? I had a stroke reading that. You can sit in timeout for a minute.
Meh.
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 Who was the streamer who made beer from her poon? That was Amaranth. She made beer from her coochie. That was a real thing. Did you see the new VTuber company that's debuting 27 talents in 3 days on some obscure app? It's so dead on arrival. Yeah, that is very cringe. I saw that and I was like, wait, it's not on Twitch or YouTube? Yeah, that's fucking dead. Why would I give a fuck about some dumbass, like,
Meh.
mass VTuber release on a platform I don't even visit? Like, what the fuck? Sounds like a crypto scam, to be completely honest. Like, oh, download this app and we totally won't, like, scam you or anything. Can you even make beer with veggies? Yes, you can, unfortunately. Shaking the cooter bear. Oh my god, I got the cooter bear all over me, chat. They got an in-app currency? I'm telling you, it's an NFT scam. Crypto bros are thinking. They're like, how do I make this good again? Crypto bros, man. I remember some guy tried to get me to buy Ethereum a long time ago. I think it was like 4 years ago. They were like, yeah, buy Ethereum, it's gonna go up. And I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Meh.
Totally not a fucking scammer, by the way. Meh. Why did the gamer space turn into what it is? We let the normies in. What is it called again? VTuber? 27 talents VTuber. VTuber agency debuts 27 talents all at once. New VTuber agency debuting 27 talents over the course of 3 days with a 30-minute time limit on each on a new platform no one has ever heard of, and literally fostering battle royale favoritism over their talents on who gets support as a selling point. What the fuck am I watching? Dude, this is so fucking weird. Bruh. What? That sounds toxic. Yeah, that is... Why is this a thing? Nexus Live. What is this? What country is this from? Meh. This is so bizarre. What the fuck? Nexus is where potential meets opportunity. I feel like I'm gonna get a virus being on this website, I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck? Also, the app is in beta, so you get it. So to get it, you gotta fill out a Google Doc, and it's only on iOS. Wait, you're locking it behind a certain iOS as well? Dude, that is insane to me. What the frick, man? You have to get on a list? Why? Why do people... I'm telling you guys, I think it's a crypto scam. This makes no fucking sense. About Us. Where are you from? Zitter. News. Launching Nexus. Is this from Japan? What the fuck? Yeah, this is from Japan. Building a VTuber Academy. Yeah, this is a... Yeah, this is from Japan. It's like a training company. Dude, that is not how you learn, but okay. Hi, Kobo. Lana saved Tammy. She's in crippling gambling debt. What are you talking about, Kobo? Why are you shit-talking my cat? One of my streamers got hit up for that. You get an email to a Play Store you can maybe download if they accept you. Dude, that is so fucking cringe. Nah, I'm good. We had a pre-launch session. Oh my god, man. I cannot believe people like this exist. Like, what is this? This is what happens when something gets popular and people want a slice of that pie. They just churn out hot fucking stinking garbage. No offense to all those people. I'm just saying the company itself. Why are you pitting them against each other? This is so bad. 2 hours mentor stream 5 days a week on the app, not including time they're expected to grow on other platforms outside the app. Yeah, that's 10 hours a day. I mean, a week. It's still a lot. And then you have to dedicate it to other, like, streaming. The VTuber Gold Rush? No, I'm serious, yeah. I'm always scared that I jumped on the VTuber thing too late, but I just kind of brushed it off and say I'm overthinking it. Pre-launch session. Guys, launch up. We're turning on the SmugAlana app. The SmugAlana app is ready. It's time. Just on time. Think so? I hope so.
Nice.
I sure hope so. Wow, just a wow. Wow, just a wow.
Nice.
Wow. Meh. So common tactic, pick your hires against each other is fucking disgusting. Yeah, and then they're fighting and battling and duking it out. I don't get it. And I'm gonna say it, VTubing is a very much a what is it called, a female space. Like, people will be favoriting like the cute female VTuber, so the male VTubers are not gonna win. And I don't mean like win as in like win a prize or anything. I mean like they're gonna get cast out. They're not gonna get the support of anyone else. It's a minority. Like, you're just fighting against like the grain. What if I use a voice changer? Yeah. Tammy! Tammy! Hi, Tammy! Hi, Tammy cat. Where potential meets opportunity. Opportunity this. Took you long enough, cheater. Tammy wasn't cheating, she was just gone. Justice for male VTubers? I mean, it's kind of rough being a male streamer in general. I think it's a lot rougher being a not so handsome man than a not so handsome woman. It's rough. Thirst trapping also helps a lot in like baiting your audience. People don't goon to us. No, people do goon to men, but you have to really, really fucking push the envelope. I don't know if that explains it very well, but you have to push the envelope way harder as a male VTuber than a female. It's rough looking like this. The ugly Pepe. Bum, 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 bum. Ah. Wawa. Yeah, Tammy, someone said you have a gambling debt or something. What's happened? Hey, Alana, I need your help with something. What? What is it? We need to stage an intervention for Tammy. She's fucking addicted. Wait, what happened? Ansa, tell me right now. Is one of my mods addicted to like Gamba, Nikkei, Genshin? Nothing happened. Okay, okay. What is it? She is. All right, all right. What is it? What game is it? Tell me right now. She refused to get off the wheel. What? What is it? What? Addicted to what? She's addicted to life. You can be addicted to anything, man. We had a casino mod in Lethal. Tammy! No weapon for you, man. Bad cat! Bad Tammy cat! Addicted to tuna. Tammy, how could you? Bad kitty, learn your lesson. Bad. You better let other people play on the wheel next time.
Tammy's gambling addiction fund.
Poor Tammy. I won big. You know what you didn't win? Your dignity. You are a gambling addict. I'm impressed though. I think I do have an addictive personality. Like, I really love video games, but I guess I'm glad I'm not addicted to like Gamba, like in games. Like, I know I always stop. I don't have a gambling problem. I always know when to stop. Porn? I'm not addicted to porn. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, bully Tammy right now. I'm addicted to drugs. Well, technically I'm addicted to caffeine, but that's not the same. Bum, 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 bum. I used to swipe a lot in gacha, but stopped playing gacha games since. I just don't get it, man. I tried Honkai, I tried Genshin, I don't care. I really wanted that Spirit Blossom Ari skin for TFT, and I could, but I didn't. I found out that it costs around about an average of like $180 to $120 American to get the fucking Ari skin, and I was like, never mind. Do Nikkei next? Nah. TFT skins are a fucking scam. I know, but I really wanted the Ari one, and I was like, nope. I was like, nah, I'm good. A friend of mine made 1K off GameStop stocks and immediately put it all into Genshin. I had a friend that did that too! They put it into fucking... What was it? It wasn't Genshin, it was, Honkai wasn't out yet. I think they just put it into League skins or something, man. Dude, it's so bad, man. Yeah, they put it into League skins. I was so disappointed in them, man. Disappointing. Disappointed! Absolute savage, man. Down, 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 down. I used to have a really bad F-Go addiction. Yeah, I don't know, man. Mine's not that bad, but still. Ding, 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 ding. Imagine buying League skins of Bitcoin. Bitcoin were like $10. I mean, I had a friend in school who bought some Bitcoin for like $200, and then they said they wanted to buy more, and they asked for $180 of mine to put it back in, and then after a year they pulled it out again, and I didn't get my $180 back. They stole it from me, man. They pulled out the Bitcoin and it was up a little bit. It wasn't even up by much. It was like $400, and then they didn't give me my cut. So this is why I hate crypto bros. I do. I really do. I'm sorry.
That pull-out game week.
Yes, I'm telling you, they only pulled out after like a year or two. They were like a good friend too, but yeah, I got scammed. No, I totally did. It was $180. I lost. I gave them because I trusted them, and they just took that, put it in, and then they didn't give me back what they owed me. Clearly not that good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Very disappointing. Very stinky. Very smelly. Shit. Let me close this down. Close that down. Bada bing, bada boom. Completely forgot. Yeah, essentially. Essentially. Got scammed.
Right now!
I wanted my money back, and they were like, no. We act. Oh shit! You're right! Fuck!
Meh.
Yeah, my bad. I got carried away with yapping. We act!
Meh.
Right now!
We act right now. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Hey guys, my name is Disney.
Da, 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 da.
Meh.
Alright, alright. I'm pulling it up. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I wanna catch up on some daily dose. Just a couple. Let's do some daily dose. We haven't seen one probably in like 3 weeks, so. I'm gonna grab some more water. And my throat's getting really dry. Yeah. Daily dose of this? No, thank you. It's a microdose, so I'd rather not. Finally, daily dose of wanking. You guys want words? Or do you want a video? Round 8. Mm.
Meh.
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 Video, words. Video. Okay, video. Video it is. Falangor. Where is Falangor? He's busy, man. Leave him alone. Probably doing taxes. Good night to those that have to go. Bye bye. Do we watch an old React? Yes, let's do an old React, chat. It's been a little bit. Only shimped. It's been a while. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. Papaya. Papaya, 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 papaya. Alright, let's hit the gritty.
Meh.
I'll be right back. I'll do Fox business. Entertain yourself. Oh yeah, I should put myself too. Chat, I have a question. It kind of segues into the next video that I wanted to look at. What would you do if your favorite VTuber, like you found out that your favorite VTuber was like in a relationship, but they didn't know about it? Or you didn't know about it? Who cares? I know, but some people do. I just wanted an opinion. I would watch you still. I wouldn't care. It makes it hotter. Wait, what? I already know you're married with 3 kids. Icy Spicy, that is the fucking biggest cap I've ever heard. You wanna know why? Because you can hear my fucking dog barking all the time. You think I can lock up kids for 6 hours? Let alone be in a relationship? You're capping. People wanna date their favorite VTuber? Oh yeah, Ronan. The reason I bring this up is because I found an interesting video by Japan Analysis.
Meh.
It's called Japan's Ridiculous Weather Woman Fiasco.
Meh.
You have a dungeon for moms, you just put the kids down with them. Animals got special treatment. I do love my animals a lot, but I don't know if I could get away with being that cruel to children.
Nice.
Kids are in the basement, dog is barking just so your sub... Wait, that is your just sub-husbando barking. Do you think that's that convincing? Another VTuber that lost some viewers after she entered a relationship with one of her mods? Yeah, that is kind of weird. I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea. You'd do it if you could? Do what, Kent? I don't want to, like, misconstrue. After years of training, there's no telling how good he could get at barking. You're thinking, row, 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 row. My dog is sleeping in his cage in his blanket. He's being really cute at the moment. I know a VTuber dated multiple of her mods. Yeah, that is insane, actually. Alana mods seething right now? I don't think my mods want to date me, I'm gonna be honest. They know what kind of fucking gremlin I am. Can you take a picture of your dog and show it to us? I have. I've posted it multiple times in the photo section of my Discord. If you want to check it out, please feel free. Alana mod L. What? Wait, do you date all the mods at the same time? Or do you, like, go them one by one? I actually knew a VTuber that was extremely Parasocial with her chat, like BFGF, fake BFGF situation. She lied about everything, like being inexperienced, was married the whole time. Yo, that's wild. I am also very proud of you guys, chat, that you're naming experiences but not naming people. That's very mature of you. I don't want to cause drama, and I respect that you respect that. It's obviously all anecdotal. This also could be a fake story, but who knows? But still. To answer your question, depends on the context. If you're a loot tuber and basically coon baiting constantly, then having a boyfriend be late could upset people, I guess. But I don't want that sort of thing anyways. Yeah, I think that's what is beautiful about streaming, is that if you don't like someone, you can just literally turn it off and like go somewhere else. Like, if you expect something out of them and then they change, like, yeah, that's kind of different. But if you're just the same constantly, and then people just are like, oh, I stick around because I hate the shit you do, and then I found out something about you that doesn't really change anything. Like, that's fucking giga cringe. My team is one giant reverse harem with a streamer. Dude, it is, I can't do it, sorry. Most of my mods don't even live in America either. It's just weird. Let me just date someone who lives on the other side of the world I know nothing about. I mean, to be fair, there are World of Warcraft and MMO relationships that have gone right, but at the same time, I feel like it's a personal preference. I wish it was a fake story. No, I understand, but I appreciate you not, like, outing them or anything. Because it's giga cringe, like, I don't want to start problems with other people, like, at least not the fault of my own, you know? VTubers I watch all fall into my gremlin energy category? Well, you are Australian. Most Australians I've ever met are really gremlin-y. They just, like, walk around barefoot, just fucking yelling, getting sausages on the Barbie. Either way, not calling out people by name is for the best. Yeah, I mean, unless it's someone really big who can defend themselves, I feel like punching up is kind of different. Unless you... I don't know, it's kind of difficult to explain. I feel like shit-talking Asmon without knowing what you're talking about is really cringe, and I don't think there's... Like, he covers all his bases, like, really well. I'm just taking this as an example. Same with, like, Charlie and other big, YouTubers out there who know what they're talking about and, like, talk and are, like, a public figure constantly. I feel like it's really hard to attack them. Unless you find out something really fucking disgusting about them. Wait, this is how weather women look like in Japan. Meanwhile, in Finland, we have a legendary Pekka Puta. Wait. I gotta look this up. Pekka Puta? Yo, he looks like a Chad! Pekka Puta? Hold on. That looks fucking awesome. I wouldn't want to date any VTubers I watch, knowing the people I look up to a bit better can ruin my view of them. I don't agree with some of their views, I just don't want to ruin my view of the content creators I watch by knowing their bad side. Yeah, exactly. Is Alana more or less of a gremlin than Peppa? How much dust and hair do you got on that keyboard? Okay, not that much apparently, because I thumped it and nothing came out. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up the chat. Asmon best VTuber? Asmon-chan! Asmon-kun! Asmon-papa! Aussie Gremlin, yeah. I think those MMO relationship people talk a lot and get to know each other a lot better than a streamer-viewer relationship. Yeah, of course, because if I turn off stream, you're never gonna talk to me until I turn on stream again. Unless I'm, like, you know, talking in Discord constantly, which is something not really people do, considering streaming takes a lot out of you anyway. Alana, what are your fetishes? You don't have to say. I don't have any fetishes. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have anything that I can, like, outstandingly say. Vanilla Fox, not surprised. I mean, my hair is very white. I do look like a vanilla soft serve, so maybe it is just fitting. I don't know. I like attractive things, let's just say that. first snow of the year. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hold on, I'll look it up. Wait, Shaddy, can you post it in videos in Discord? I'll click it directly. Okay, we'll watch this video of since we're on the topic of weather women. Let me see this. This is a Finnish weatherman.
Jännitys jatkuu siis talvimaratonissa. Tässä kaikki urheilusta ja Pekka kertoo lisää säästä.
Winter is coming.
Suomeen on vihdoin tulossa pakkasta ja lunta.
Sampakko.
Eli winter is coming.
That's cute, man. Winter is coming. That's adorable. Thanks, Shaddy. Other countries have bikini girls. We have this guy. Yes, that's great. I love that. That's a great meteorologist or like weather woman man. Funnily, his last name was Puta, which means clear day. I stated weather itself. Back to the weather woman fiasco. So this is the reason I brought up the fact that what if you found out one of your VTubers is dating someone or is in a relationship, is because of this video. Someone found out the weather woman was dating or married, and apparently people freaked the fuck out. And I thought it was a good idea to bring it up because it is kind of like parasocial relationship, but also, you know, parasocial in terms of like real life. So we shall watch it. I can't believe people got parasocial with the weather. Oh yeah. Yo, she's so cute. Smuggies! Smuggies! Hello. What happened? What happened? Did anything bad happen? What happened? Meh. Hello. What happened? Mods! Something bad happened? All good? Oh. We Gucci? Okay. Alright, we're going down, chat. We're going down. Boom, boom, boom. Japanicist? Dude, I didn't know how to spell, okay? Leave me alone. We're going down. Yeah, I don't know. I spelled it really long. I know it's called Japan analysis or something, right? Japanese penis. Alright, we're almost there. We're in there. I'm looking dirty, I know. Japan analysis. How about you jump on these nuts, Alice? Keep SmugAlana on. Guys, you can literally watch SmugAlana anytime. Don't break your PC with it like Finster did. What?
Nice.
What are you talking about? I'm not gonna break my PC by putting my table down. Let me change the video. Edit. Japan analysis. There we go. Fixed it. Hello? Go back. There we go. Fixed it. Boom. Where was the table sound? Are you deaf? I literally did it. What? Are you deaf? I didn't even have music playing in the background. Professor has a mechanical sit and stand desk chatter's PC while lowering it on live screen. I don't have a mechanical one. I have a manual one. Okay. Guys, we're literally watching the video. Finish SmugAlana video? No. I'm closing it down right now. I want to get overdosed. Well,
Hello,
hello
everyone.
Hello everyone. Diarrhea. Mwah. What? Can you turn off full names? Thank you. Wait, can we turn off full names? No? Fuck you, Caius. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Why do you hate me? I'm gonna shit my pants! Meh. Meh. Okay, fine. Okay. We'll do a couple. I wanna chill out. Chill out to start. I like chilling. Good time. Alright, 3, 2, 1, boom!
Everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. This delivery driver dropped off a package and then came back and apparently stole their security camera.
Gracias.
What? Yo, I love it. Oh, this is really bad. This is why you have to wear a helmet when you drive these things, because they can flip on a dime, by the way. This is really bad. They're really heavy. Yeah, it's really, really bad. I've played on these tracks a lot. They need a roll bar. Dude, it is terrifying when that happens. It could crush her and hurt her really bad.
This guy was so excited to have his—
I'm glad she clarified that this is illegal to the people doing the illegal act. If you haven't tried that in real life, you should, because that actually deters
I'm getting
the crime
robbed,
from happening. Thanks to their bond, Adrian knows something is amiss and swoops in to save her again.
What the hell? Which one of you do you want me to start with first? The one who looked at her, or the ones that put
Oh my god, please, let it be a real fight.
hands on her?
They use the same sound effects that I do. It's so realistic. Which one do I start with first?
Dude, that was
He has
good
this sweet habit
acting,
of calling
for
Chloe a
sure.
troublemaker or getting mad at her anytime something bad happens.
Do you think just because of our bond that I'll always be here to save you?
Okay, she just got attacked and he is screaming in her face. He's angry with her because she got attacked by 2 men. How is any of this her fault? These are contract killers. She's being targeted. She
Why
is
can't
a
I will
victim.
find a
Someone
werewolf
needs to
man who'll
help
beat
her.
up people for me?
It's okay to cry. But not now, though. You're really annoying.
Why are they kissing?
Aw, how sweet. He's the worst. I hate him.
I'm sorry.
Gotta throw up.
I just wanted you to stop crying.
Excuse you? She even apologizes to him after this, I'm assuming for being attacked by 2 men, as she should.
I don't think women want to be kissed after they cry, man. Like, not in that way.
What was she thinking? Did she even try telling them what they were doing was illegal?
This is a crime!
She spends the night in Adrian's room after this traumatic event that was
This
her
is
fault,
definitely
and then
fan
her
fiction.
mom walks in on them. And even though their whole plan was to get caught by their parents doing something inappropriate so that they could stop their marriage, she hides under the covers and pretends to be a random girl.
Oh my gosh!
Don't slow down. It's okay.
I'm really sorry to
Wait, they're not stopping!
interrupt, but Chloe's been missing from her room all night. You're her professor, Adrian, so I thought
What
you might
the
know something.
fuck is happening?
I don't.
What the f—
Is he getting a blowy and the mom just walks in and keeps talking to him?
What the fuck, guys?
Nice to meet you, miss.
What the fuck? Adrian gets hurt doing wolf things off camera. We don't get to see that. Don't worry about it. And Chloe has to patch him up.
I'm the one that's in charge. Got it?
If you want to be in charge so bad, I can think of a few ideas.
You couldn't do another take? You had to keep that one?
I can think of a few ideas.
He is too injured to be horny right now. You can almost
Oh my
see his
God.
heart.
You can't resist me right now.
Can you guys just kiss each other and you
This is
both
so
want to kiss each
bad.
other?
I'm gonna
Would that be
die.
cool? Someone should write a story where both people just love each other and want to kiss. I think that would be really cool.
Stay right where you are.
And he's like smiling while he's in pain, dude.
She's
This
gonna
guy's into
get a ball
CBT,
gag.
that's for sure.
He's bleeding from the chest and she grabs whips and chains. He died. They fall asleep in the same bed again, and
no.
Adrian has some werewolf nightmares.
Oh no.
I also mount people when I have a night.
Chad, don't get nightmares with your wife. You'll start fucking her. Who wrote this script, man?
Nightmare.
Oh my god.
Adrian! Adrian! What's happening?
It's just wide mouth screaming in her face. She looks genuinely terrified.
I would be terrified
the
too.
face of love. It's a beautiful thing. This whole time, Adrian has been really confused on how they have a mate bond when Chloe is a human. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention, Chloe is a human. I forgot to mention that, but she is. So when he notices this bracelet on her wrist, he recognizes that it has magical properties and accuses her of using witchcraft to make him fall in love with her.
Wolves and humans can't form bonds unless there's magic involved. You fooled me, Chloe.
So this is
I'm sorry, I'm pausing so much. I want to know who okayed this and then made this into a thing, and then people pay money to watch
why I'm
this.
attracted to my student. I mean my sister. I mean
Chloe, you've angered an alpha.
oh no.
You've made Daddy very angry.
Angered an alpha. No, don't anger an alpha. You're too sexy. Because of this, he starts being somehow even more of a jerk to Chloe, and we get to meet the other love interest, Declan, who treats her with basic respect and therefore is not in-game.
Oh my god.
You need to get some rest right now.
Let's go.
Declan is so nice. Why are we supposed to like the other guy? I hope she ends up with Declan. The bullies attack Chloe again. Can we maybe get a restraining order?
Have you seen that meme about like lesbian corn? Where they bully a girl into like having sex. This kind of reminds me of that, where they grab their wrist and she's like, oh no, please stop. Please, I don't want to do anything. I'm not lesbian. And then they goes, yeah, you like that? And she's like, oh no. This kind of reminds me of the bullying, man.
A school transfer. This isn't light bullying. They hired people with knives to attack her. Why is no one taking this seriously? How was school, honey? It was okay. There was only one attempt on my life. That's great, hun. Go do your homework. Adrian can sense she's in danger, but because of the bracelet, he doesn't care anymore.
I won't be fooled anymore.
But the last time this happened, she was getting attacked by two guys. Oh, he still knows she's about to get attacked. He just doesn't care anymore because she had that bracelet or whatever. So now if she gets attacked by somebody, he doesn't care anymore.
Don't be naive. Professor Adrian wants to—
What is that? Is that a fucking... Is that a hair straightener?
more than stew and pain.
Is that a hair straightener? No, it's a hair curler. What are they gonna do? Burn her?
I warned you!
He's still
I warned you, babe!
came. Thank God.
This is some great A acting, I swear.
I'm sorry I'm late. I thought it was another trick.
Why do they
My
put their
God,
jackets
man.
on them like they're outside in the rain? When something traumatic happens, they just put their jacket on them for no reason.
You thought that I lied to you, so you were going to let her hurt me.
He was.
Chloe, that's not true. I would never let anyone.
He was gonna do that.
Oh my god.
They only kiss when she's crying. They only kiss when she's distraught. Very healthy relationship.
Yes,
Chloe's mom
very
announces that
healthy,
she is
very
pregnant, and
fun.
Chloe tries to explain to her why she can't marry Adrian's dad because they've been kissing on the mouth a lot.
I'm
Oh
telling you right now,
no,
you
that's how babies are made, kissing on the mouth with tongue.
cannot get married.
Chat, be virgins forever, that way you can't ever get someone pregnant.
Why?
There's so many slaps in this show. For some reason,
How
Adrian
many
tells
bits for us to skip the rest of this video?
5 million. I'm finishing this. I want to know what happens.
her mom that Chloe has been flirting with him. I don't know why they don't show this happening, and they don't explain clearly why he would do this.
What, you told her that I was just some horrible slut?
That's not the point, Chloe.
That's not the point, Chloe. I mean, you are.
You are a
That's not the
slut,
point.
but-
Despite their efforts, their parents do get married, and we find out that Chloe's best friend, the only person at school not actively trying to kill her, is a witch dedicated to protecting her.
What's wrong? Tell me. Even though
My
I don't
witch
understand, my witch
instincts.
instincts tell me that you're the person that I'm meant to protect for life.
She's a witch. And that the bracelet she gave her was actually a protection spell. Except what was it protecting her from, Mia? Not from being drugged, not from bullies,
not from getting pregnant by a werewolf.
From men with knives. You might want to find a new profession. This is not very B.O.B. of you. You do not got the magic in you.
Come on. This should be smarter than that. Here you go.
This is a situation where it would be
Do women
appropriate
like
to
this?
offer your jacket. Do you see how she has goosebumps on her arms?
I actually ran into your mother today.
You're at her mother's wedding.
She was in a pretty good mood, actually.
But she just got married.
Will you come with me as, what are you doing, Declan?
Oh my
Get
god.
away
Come
from
off,
her,
Adrian.
Declan.
Okay, I've spent $40 watching this show now.
What? She spent $40 on this shit? No wonder she needed a sponsorship.
$2. 50 minutes probably. For $40. That's more than it would
This is a scam.
cost for me to go see a movie in theaters and buy a large popcorn in the Dune bucket. Unfortunately, there is a scene where Chloe is in heat. The writers seem to think that being in heat means you just get really sweaty and generally feel warm.
I'm just so hot.
Oh my god.
It's really uncomfortable.
The only thing I could have is your pee-pee that could save me.
Going crazy for Adrian.
And Adrian tries to help by explaining that it's just a wolf thing. But she's a human, right? If she's a human
wolf.
and this is a wolf thing, then how is this perfectly normal? Did you guys just forget the entire conflict of your show midway through?
It's a wolf thing.
That's menopause.
I just
She's a granny.
Chloe starts dating Declan to try and make Adrian jealous, and it works because he is the worst.
You're shy. You should bring him back here sometime. Lucius and I won't mind.
What the hell? Her parents are kinky,
I love
huh?
this ominous music that they have play every time he comes on the screen. He is the villain of this story. Oh my god. He's a stalker. My camera stopped filming because I ran out of space, and I realized that the screen recordings I'm taking of the show are blanked out. They have something in the code to blank out a screen recording, even though I've paid $40 to watch this. I own this show. If I've spent $40 to watch your
Clearly you don't. Should have spent another 40 to get it.
show, I should be able to screen record whatever the hell I want. At this point, I had been watching the show for a very long time and still had 30 episodes left, so I skipped to the end.
It kind of does look like Germa. You're right. I was about to say he looks kind of familiar. Maybe they hired Germa.
And we're just gonna have to speedrun everything that we missed. Chloe's mom drugs her again, and Declan, we love Declan, tries to help her in an actually nice way, so obviously Adrian punches the shit out of him. Adrian's dad is brutally murdered by werewolves, and he doesn't try and help, he just stands there. Evil werewolves capture
Dude, what is that editing?
Chloe and use her as bait to capture Adrian because he's an alpha, and then we find out that Chloe's mom was using Adrian's dad and has actually been dating the evil werewolf guy and is pregnant with his child. Then he kills her because he's evil and a villain, and that's just what evil villains do. Chloe and her witch friend Mia defeat the bad guy somehow, and amidst celebrations, Adrian proposes to her.
This is the most happiest day of my life.
What the fuck?
Will you solemnly swear to be my wife?
What is this, Harry Potter? I solemnly swear to be my wife. What the fuck
My
are you
God, I'm
waffling on
so
about,
glad
blood?
she's marrying her stepbrother. This is the most happiest day of my life. They're getting married in a stairwell, so that's romantic.
Sick. Who the hell is that?
Who the hell is that? Chloe's
Okay, she
long
said it
lost
for
father
me.
shows up at the wedding, and turns out he's an alpha? Wait, so Chloe's
This script is more cooked than us.
Chad, I'm never gonna call you cooked again. This is actually unironically cooked as
not
fuck.
a human? Who could have foreseen this?
Wow.
That's Alpha James.
Alpha James!
Our future Luna is his daughter?
So she's not a human?
I am indeed the Alpha. Frost Fang's pack.
This is Warrior Cats, but for fucking, like, women who love dogs, man.
abandoned the pack. I betrayed the pack.
Oh my god, what is this guy yapping about? Just hurry up. And the reason Chloe didn't know any of this about herself is because her dad put a spell on her to make her forget her werewolfness.
What?
Subtitle just says spell, like a command. Okay. E-L.
You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. My alpha.
Oh my god, man.
And
I'm
then
gonna be
they all
sick.
lived happily ever alpha.
I regret clicking this video.
I found the TikTok account of one of the actors. She seems really sweet, but this was apparently filmed over the course of 8 days.
I got some questions about Forbidden
8
Desire.
days?
It was filmed in January.
That's
beginning of
impressive,
January.
honestly.
It was shot over 8 days total. My parts were shot over 2 days.
So I guess that explains why they didn't have time for second takes. It was also filmed in January of this year, so it didn't take long for them to edit this either.
Are Chloe and Professor Adrian together in real life? No, they're not. They both have long-term partners. They just have really good chemistry because they're good actors.
Okay, yeah.
Remember life half an hour ago before we watched this video? Those were the good days.
Guys, I want to know how much money this shit grossed. I really want to know.
Adrian!
I need to know.
I'm still just a
Who
little
buys
bitter at the
this
fact
shit?
that I spent about $50 on approximately 1.5 hours of content that was probably written by AI. I genuinely believe I could write a better love story if I was blindfolded and upside down and asleep
and dead.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I just downloaded a random word generator on my iPad. Can you see that? And I'm gonna write a love story right now. I haven't scripted anything yet using these words. So first off, we have bobsled. Okay, so ski resort, snow.
Alright chat, I'm driving the love yourself bus and we heading off the cliff in Minecraft. Admission is free for anyone who watched this video. Hop on.
All right, chat. We're hopping on. We're riding the bus off the cliff together.
No, that's romantic.
I'm
Let's do
in.
another one. Violin, also romantic. Little music by the fire. This is good. Okay, we're getting set up. A good setup. Saliva.
Ooh.
I come up with that. Hoop. I should write these down, probably.
Okay, after this I'm afraid we have to redefine the word cringe. Seriously.
Guys, I didn't know it would be this cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would be funny. This is more cringe than.
Let me do like 3 more. Brain, eraser. This is getting too complicated. I think we need. Okay, we're almost done. Blinds. That's it. That's all I need. Okay, before we start.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm gonna need $50, please.
What?
Wow, what a beautiful day this is to go bobsledding in the snow at this ski resort that I'm at right now. I'm a young woman, a very pretty one at that. Oh no! Oh me, oh my, I've lost my hoop earring. Oh no.
Okay.
Looking for this? Oh my god, you found it. Thank you, gingerbread man. He's a gingerbread man. Of course, no problem. My gingerbread brain is always forgetting things.
Dude, I'm hallucinating.
Like pencils
Did I sleep enough
and erasers.
yesterday?
Wow, you know, you strike me as the kind of gingerbread man who plays the violin. I do play the violin, thank you for noticing. Actually, my room that I'm staying in has blinds that close. What a coincidence.
Ooh.
I have saliva in my mouth that can be put into your mouth if you would like that. I would like that.
That was kind of hot.
I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all
terrible.
the
That was an
videos that are on here,
experience.
and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Chat, I'm glad we experienced this together. Can we get some slow claptures in the chat? Like slow claptures, you know? $40, by the way, to watch that shit. No joke. We need a Shiba video of this. I totally agree. I think we need a cleanser. We need a palette cleanser right now. And we can do this after as well. Wait. Aspen also made one. Oh shit. Oh, Shiba. Oh, doggy! Yay! Oh, this is amazing. I love Shibas. Why does he censor his butthole every damn time? Ow! Oh, yeah, oh my god. Yeah, get in there. Yeah. Oh! They're going in. Why is it tilted? Dude, don't ask me questions. This is made by one Japanese guy with 3 dogs. And his wife, I think. I apologize. It's just how it is, man. This is what we get for Shiba content. Do you guys love the tic-tacking of a dog? I love it. It's so cute. Oh, he's so happy! Look at him! Yeah, I want the food. Yeah, shit. Yeah, shit. Very cute. Very, very adorable. Oh, hell yeah. Look at all these Japanese comments that I can't read. It's amazing. Is there another one? I need another Shiba cleanse. Oh, yeah. Give me another Shiba cleanse. Amazing. I love hearing my cat's claws tick-tick on the floor. Yeah, me too. He's waiting to cross the road! Your tic-tacking is a 90-pound Sherman Shepherd running at you full speed. Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Oh, sniffer. Pee. He pee on it. Yeah, pee. They're so fluffy! Why did the Shiba cross the road? To scream on the other side. Yes, beautiful. Very wonderful.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Alright, censorship disaster. Today marks the official release of Stellar Blade. However, many are claiming that the game is already being censored. Alright, we're already getting into the censorship. It was censored? Alright, I'm gonna get a definitive answer. Yeah. Definitive answer. What's up, guys? We're here.
Guys, we're here. So today we have a lot to discuss, all surrounding the topic of Stellar Blade, which officially released today. Now, ever since the hype behind this game was building, there was always an ongoing concern that there would be censorship in the official release of this game. And one of the big marketing points that has been pushed by this company is that Stellar Blade was going to offer the same uncensored version in all countries.
Oh, so they walked it back? Cringe.
This is something that people were very excited about, and it made journalists very mad who claimed that this uncensored release was going to be something diabolical and bad.
How dare you use the doggy meme to be pissed off about it? You're such a baby.
However, we would see immediate censorship take place right as this game was making its official release. We saw journalists complaining about this right here. The combination of the hard graffiti next to the R Shop logo, and they claimed that this was offensive, a hard R reference, and of course,
in our heads.
To the displeasure of many, this would be patched out. This would be censored by Stellar Blade as soon as it was discovered by these journalists. And say what you want, but that is an act of censorship. Now, moving forward, a lot of people were looking forward to the release, the official release today, to see if there's more changes. In particular, if there's going to be changes involving the outfits that the main protagonist, Eve, is wearing. Well, we have an article here by Niche Gamer that is definitely a very good guide as we go through this video. And also, I'm going to add some things on that they have not got.
Wait, they actually censored it. Look! She's actually censored. They're covering her up like with a really big swimsuit. This is more covered than every swimsuit I've ever owned.
Not into yet, but they say this. Stellar Blade developer Shift Up acknowledges the outfit censorship. More players provide video evidence of these changes. So let's get into the article. It says, yesterday fans came forward surprised to see different versions of the Holiday Rabbit costume in Stellar Blade. As a result, accusations and misinformation overtook the discourse. The first signs of censorship in Stellar Blade appeared online when users who received physical editions of the game noticed that the Holiday Rabbit outfit was different after the game was patched. This was later thought to be a possible hoax after footage before the day one patch showed the censored outfit. So there is a ton of misinformation surrounding the subject, and a lot of people are very confused. Even people with good intentions are confused as to what's going on specifically with this Holiday Rabbit costume. Now, first thing that people saw was screenshots like this that were going around on Twitter showing a claim that this was the uncensored pre-patch version.
And this is why I wanted to wait before I get information. Because yesterday people were already talking about this leak. And I was like, I'm just gonna let it cook. I want to know for sure.
You can see there's more cleavage here. And then on the patched version, you can see they add the little black shirt behind the initial outfit that obviously hides some of the cleavage. It is a
lame, and they made the pants over here longer as well.
Censored version of this outfit. Now, some people are claiming that this is a hoax or fake or edited or something like that, because other people who have reviewer copies of this game said that this has been the case all along. This shirt underneath the initial outfit has always been a part of it. This user saying on the left is the
holy shit, look at that ass!
Bunny suit recorded on 4/14 on my Let's Play. On the right is the bunny suit recorded today on day 1 patch. So people were claiming that those other examples must be misinformation, and we see some other footage with this censored version dating back to April 24th, which is obviously before the official release. Now, what is going on? Well, it seems that Niche Gamer has the same thought process that I do about this, and here's their claim. What appears to be the case is that reviewers who received a digital copy of the game were actually playing a 1.01 patch as opposed to the game as it was shipped. This transitional patch between the original game and the day 1 1.02 patch appears to have been what censored the outfits. The information about the uncensored outfits came from individuals who received their physical editions early and played the game unpatched, which at the time meant that it was difficult to verify.
Yeah.
In the hour since Stellar Blade became available, more users have begun speaking up about the censorship and have been uploading videos of the uncensored outfits. So we're going to look at the examples in a second, but basically, in a nutshell, the version that
modders will fix it. There's no modding, man. It's on the PS5.
People are claiming
no PC.
Was the original one from days ago is actually a patched version. This reviewer copy that they're playing has already been patched with these censored outfits. The physical...
Big piss. Massive piss.
I can't believe I recently found out on Twitter that you were Russian.
It's not like
How
it's all
could I
over my
have missed
page or
it over
anything.
the 4 months plus that I've been watching you? I can't believe it. SmugAlana Disco, keep being awesome.
I'm impressed. I'm pretty sure I get brought up that I speak Russian like at least once a stream. You're from where? I don't know. From your mom's pussy. Thank you, Cruiser. Thank you for the 4 months. You're crazy.
Release that came out today is the original unpatched version containing these uncensored outfits.
That was sarcasm.
Yes,
okay,
it looks
fair
like
enough.
there is
Fair
censorship,
enough.
and there's videos showing proof of that. You can see users like this releasing their perspective with the physical copy. You can see right here, this is the original unpatched version of this outfit without the shirt underneath.
Holy shit.
If you go here, you can see they'll go into their interface and they will show everything going on. This right here is the outfit that was before the patch.
Okay.
The reviewer copy that people are using as proof that this never existed, they're playing a patched version of this game. The physical copy just hasn't been patched yet, and people who are getting the physical copy and then adding and installing this new patch are seeing this outfit get censored. This outfit has been censored. I think it's very clear that is the case right now. And of course, we have further evidence here coming from the related subreddit where we have the director of Stellar Blade acknowledge that people are upset about some censorship and changes that have taken place with the physical release versus other digital updates and patches.
Oh my god, so if you have a physical copy right now, it's like a golden egg? That is so dumb, man. Just wait for the PC. Dude, it comes out in 2 years. They're under contract. They can't, like... No, you have to wait for the PC for 2 years, man. The golden eggwa, yeah. Just wait 2 years. Tasty.
and this is something that makes it pretty clear what he's talking about.
Golden egg one.
검열 전 버전으로 다시 할 수 있는 방법을 생각하고 계신지 아니면 이런 이슈를 혹시 지금 알고 계신지는 한번 좀 물어보고 싶었습니다.
예, 당연하게도 이 이슈에 대해서 인지를 하고 있습니다. 다만 이제 저희가 최종적으로 여러분들께 보여드리고자 하는 것은 1.0002 버전의 의상이 같습니다. 그래서 그게 최종 프로덕트라는 것을 확실히 말씀드리고 싶고요. 다만 이제 이것이 어쨌든 유저 여러분들을 완전히 납득시켜드릴 수 있는 답변은 아니기 때문에 지금 현재 그것에 대해서 내부에서 논의 중입니다. 그래서 조만간 한번 그 부분에 대해서 말씀드릴 수 있는 기회가 있을 거라고 생각합니다.
So based on
We as in Sony, no, their company made Nikkei. I think Sony forced their hand. Yeah, that's what sucks about it, is that, yeah, like, I get where they're coming from, like, they can't really do anything. Sony kind of, like, said, either you do it or we're pulling the plug.
On the additional context provided by the director here, I think it's very obvious what happened. This was an outfit that was censored and altered in some sort of a way between the original physical copy and the patch version of this game, and that is something that people are upset about, and he is trying to convince people that, yes, it looks like censorship, but it's actually perhaps the final version we always wanted to go with, which I think is trying to cover their own tracks, because this is something
These people made Nikkei and they're trying to downplay that they don't want to have big, beautiful women with big booba and asses in their game. I don't buy that for a second.
Something you would expect out of a company that is dealing with Sony. Sony is very pro-censorship, and I'm not surprised that Stellar Blade would have difficulty trying to preserve some of these outfits. Now, moving forward, I want to address one more thing. A lot of people are spreading this screenshot. I believe this post has been taken down, but people are using this as another example of censorship, and it was causing more confusion. And it's titled here, Alternative Holiday Rabbit in NG+. You can see it is that same rabbit costume. It's just a different color, but it does have that little patch of clothing to hide some of the cleavage. Now, I think this is the result of something separate. I think, and this is just my personal opinion, I believe this is an alternative version of this rabbit costume that they are adding into this edition of the game. You can see in their initial post here, Stellar Blade New Game Plus mode, available on launch April 26th.
Okay.
When you go down here, you'll see that there's an expanded wardrobe in this release, a whopping 34 new outfits for Eve to
That's a lot. 34 outfits for New Game Plus. That's sick.
earn in New Game Plus. Now, is that 34 total or 34 in addition with New Game Plus? Not quite sure yet, but what I believe based on what I've seen, that previous screenshot is this updated patched version, and it is an alternative version of that existing costume. Now, moving forward, there would be more censorship. So here we have Niche Gamer saying, there have been also other changes, such as reducing the level of gore in the game.
Cringe. It's an 18+ game. Why are we censoring it?
And how it sticks to Eve's body. Both of these changes came despite assurances from Shift Up that the game would be uncensored for all regions. And you can see posts like this showing the proof that on the left, you have the pre-patched version where she is covered in blood whenever blood heads in her direction. And this
Yeah, that's dumb. I don't get it.
This is the patched version where the blood has been toned down.
Yeah, let's let people have like a setting. Like in Dead by Daylight, I'm pretty sure there's a setting where you can turn off the blood and the gore if it's too much.
And no longer sticks to her body when it lands there. Again, this is censorship. Pure and simple. I mean, it's not like the most egregious, horrifying act of censorship, but it is censorship. And people normally would be very upset. And just because you like this game or Shift Up doesn't mean you should overlook this. So basically, what are we taking away from this? Well, we know a couple things. We know that there have been acts of censorship already committed.
I thought this was an 18+ game. Why are we going out of our way to like change shit? Like, I don't get it.
By Stellar Blade, whether it's the result of Sony pushing them or not, it doesn't change the fact that it is in fact happening. Now, a lot of people have had emotional responses to this, and I definitely caution against it. Some people are just immediately throwing their hands up in the air and saying this game is compromised and it's beyond saving. And some people are overlooking everything that's happening and saying, oh, well, whatever. I'm just going to play the game anyways. I don't really care if there's this censorship. It's not a big deal. And I think there's a lot to unpack here.
I think it's dumb. When I found out that they censored it in Australia, like Left 4 Dead, they censored it like completely, where they made the zombies like not explode with blood and stuff. It's like, what's the point of the game? Granted, this isn't that bad.
What we're taking away from this is Sony are cunts.
And people want me to buy a PlayStation to play their game, by the way.
A lot of these things can be true at the same time. Sony can be putting pressure on Shift Up to censor this game, while also Shift Up actively censoring the game. And you can also want to play this game and see these changes fixed. Now, where are we? Again, Sony. We're dealing with Sony. Okay, Sony is one of the biggest offenders of random acts of censorship you will ever see. This is something that was already kind of acknowledged by the director of Shift Up and Yoko Taro, who is the creator of course, Nier Automata. So in an interview, they're going back and forth. They wanted to ask if there was any fights with Sony Interactive Entertainment since they are publishing Stellar Blade, where the director would say, he would glance around the staff members in the room and laughed, the people at SIE are very, very nice. And then Yoko would say, SIE's staff members are pulling faces I've never seen before. I wish the readers of this article could see it. There's definitely some sort of a tension and an acknowledgement between these creators that yes, there is some sort of a censorship issue when you're dealing with Sony. And that's not something that's surprising.
Yeah, they're really, really nice. I have a gun to my head, but they're really, really nice.
How brutal they've been with their censorship, especially of Japanese products, where they have routinely tried to tone down anything they can in these games. In fact, the reason a lot of people are angry about this is because there seems to be a weird bias when it comes to certain games versus others. They're trying to censor and basically button up the designs of Eve and Stellar Blade, while they're also simultaneously selling games like Baldur's Gate 3 that has full-on nudity and an option for players to have sex.
Yeah, that's a really good point, man. Baldur's Gate 3 has like full-on nudity with like genitalia and everything else in between. And it has blood and gore in it too. Yeah, like, isn't that interesting? It's interesting that, like, I love Baldur's Gate, don't get me wrong, and I don't think they did anything wrong. I'm just saying Sony kind of has a fucking bias, huh?
With bears. Like, it's ridiculous that a little bit of cleavage in Stellar Blade is too much for that and for...
Also with Baldur's Gate 3, you can switch off the nudity. Why couldn't they add that option to Stellar Blade?
Exactly. You can turn off the nudity completely.
I'm just going to say it. The games industry is rampant with xenophobia against Japan.
I don't get it. Weird. Does no one turn it off? Man, sometimes you could turn it off on stream. I'm pretty sure you couldn't stream full on. I think you could, but like it's kind of sketchy. You could stream on full on nudity on stream with the Baldur's Gate thing, but I think you can still get into trouble.
For mature game, but this M for mature game can go way beyond that and not get touched. And of course, that hypocrisy has been reflected in the actions of journalists. We've been seeing this for a long time. People shaming and attacking these outfits of Eve from Stellar Blade, while these same authors are going forward and celebrating ways to find nude exploits in games like Baldur's Gate 3.
It's weird. Again, I cannot emphasize enough that I really liked Baldur's Gate 3. But the polar opposite of like, oh, her tits are jiggling so much. But then with Baldur's Gate, they literally have ball and dick physics, man. Like you move the character around and there's like it jiggles and stuff. And it's like, why can't we have both, man?
And the hypocrisy can be seen in some of the reactions of content creators. You see this right here saying, it's wild to me that despite good reviews, despite the game being genuinely fun to play, gooners can't just take the W and are having a meltdown over a small piece of black lace. Now,
but we can have full-on boobies and caca physics, but that's a fine, yeah.
Now, I think it's pretty disingenuous to dismiss all of this as the cries of gooners. This is a situation where players and customers are being lied to. This isn't about just a simple little piece of black lace. This is much bigger. So I don't understand why people will take this as a moral victory while accepting the fact that they bought a product from a company that lied to them. They lied about this promise of having uncensored versions released in all countries. And that is the main issue with Stellar Blade and Shift Up. You can acknowledge everything going on with Sony and the unfair treatment that Stellar Blade and Shift Up have received from many different sources, while also saying this is unacceptable. They shouldn't have made this promise if they couldn't deliver it. And I like Shift Up. I like Stellar Blade. But at the same rate, I'm not going to give them a...
They can't really do anything though, because Sony is the one, it's like, they're the ones controlling it. They're publishing it. Like, what are they gonna do? Not publish it and then throw all their money down the toilet? I don't know, man. Can't really do anything. Yeah, hands are tied.
Pass just because I like them. This is acts of censorship. If this was happening to other games, people would be up in arms. So it's very odd to see some people just overlook these things because they want to support Stellar Blade. So on Sony's blog announcing the release of the NG+, there is one comment that I think really sums up how I feel and a lot of other people feel about what Shift Up and Sony is doing with this censorship. So this user says, I really don't appreciate that it is now effectively false advertising and a lie that they explicitly advertise the game as an uncensored worldwide release, and yet we're getting conservative modesty edits to outfits that Sony let prominently featured in the trailers and promo material.
That's also a really good point. Yeah, there was trailers and promotions that they played on Twitter and on YouTube, and they were explicitly like showing things off to be like, oh, she's sexy, she's killing monsters, and now boom. Yeah, like I feel lied. If I bought the game, I would have felt lied to, for sure.
And who knows where that will end. And yet Sony has no problem with bare-effing complete nudity, sex, and realistic and traumatic, disgusting violence in games like Cyberpunk, TLU, and Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah,
this is clown world nonsense, and you just lost a customer unless Sony reverses its lies and stops censoring the game pre- and post-launch. And apologies for lying. Heck, you can even call it a mistake. I don't even care about the bunny suit I probably wouldn't wear. It is the principle of the matter and the blatant double standard and the lack of trust. And that is—
They're allowed to be mad. I support this person's right to be upset. I totally do.
Is my perspective on this situation. There is a lack of trust. When you advertise your game as something that won't be censored and then it's immediately censored, that is a problem. And you should be able to speak up and hold everyone in this scenario accountable. Now, what do? Well, I've seen a lot of different responses to this situation. People seeing the censorship and they immediately pull all of their support of Stellar Blade and Shift Up. And I've seen other people in their attempt to support Stellar Blade completely overlook these censorship changes that they normally would be very critical of if it was a different franchise or game. Now, I think there's a little more nuance to all this where you can hold all parties accountable without playing favorites in a push to make this product and future
I just don't get why they didn't have a toggle. That's what blows my mind. Why censor it like completely? Baldur's Gate had a toggle. You can turn it off in the settings. You can have both. That's crazy.
Products better without censorship. And that is something reflected by some claims made by Mark Kern, who's been a longtime member of this industry and someone who's been very vocal about the issues in the gaming industry. So he says this, I hate to be blunt, but if you cancel your pre-order, you hand the journalists and everyone making fun of Stellar Blade a huge win. They want it to fail. They want to write about how mad you are. Instead, we're going to have them write about how we changed it all the day Stellar Blade shipped.
He's got a point. Yeah.
And that's reflected in posts like this. He's given many steps of what he thinks should happen. And here's step 7 saying, the petition I made to hashtag Free Stellar Blade is up. Now, I know a lot of people will look at petitions and laugh. And yes, I don't think petitions alone will ever accomplish anything, but they are a useful—
They can. I signed a petition for Classic WoW, but I would say it's not really that influential because I think Blizzard saw what they were gonna do. With the, like, if they lose enough money and people are pissed off enough, then yeah. they might listen. They're pretty pointless. Yeah, but it still counts. Like, the thought counts.
Tool and asset when you're trying to push for change, because if you can get hundreds of thousands of signatures on a petition, that means something. That's showing what people want. We've seen these sorts of things be a valuable tool for pushing for what gamers want in the past, and that's something that he raises with Classic WoW. If you know everything surrounding Classic WoW,
again, I did sign the petition. I don't think that, like, the signatures actually did anything. I think it was because they were losing money to private servers.
Original version of the game released basically 2 decades ago, and people wanted to return to the initial game. There was very active private servers with millions of players, but there was never enough.
Yeah, and they were losing money. People weren't subscribing to them, so they were like, hey, we need a piece of that pie.
Official classic version of the game re-released, and players kept pushing and pushing and pushing, including getting 200k signatures on related petitions. But it was just constantly turned down. Blizzard always said no matter what. They said it was never going to happen.
And then money talks.
In fact, we had this infamous quote from J. Allen Brack many years ago, where someone asked about whether there would ever be Classic Realms released, and that this is something players really wanted. And he replied with his infamous quote saying, "You think you do, but you don't." Basically saying, we know better than you, despite everything you're saying to us and what you want. It's not actually what you want. Well, that would age horribly.
Controversial hot take. He was kind of right. He was kind of right. We didn't want Classic. We wanted Classic Plus.
As Classic WoW would be released about 5 years ago, and on initial release, the servers were flooded. There was 10+ hour queues just to get into the game, and there's been many iterations and paths stemming from that initial Classic re-release, and it's honestly one of the very few good decisions Blizzard has made in a very, very long time, was re-releasing Classic WoW and trying to extend upon Classic WoW. Now, going back to the post made by Mark Kern saying,
feels like Classic launch was way more popular than Classic Plus. That's not, no, SOD is not Classic Plus. I don't think Classic Plus will ever happen because Blizzard is not capable of making Classic Plus. You guys are misunderstanding me. Classic Plus would only be successful if a bunch of really creative people made Classic Plus and thought to, like, had, like, it was like an old school RuneScape, voting polls, voting for things to be added. Like, all the creative people that were at Blizzard, just like Cheo is saying right now, they left. The people who play Classic, who are streamers, are the creative ones because they have to keep the content going. They're the ones who are left to care, in my opinion. Retail is its own beast. I don't think retail should be touched by people who play Classic. Dude, is my tracking, like... Yeah, my tracking is all fucked up, huh? I should have made it old school RuneScape.
Here, the Step 8 plan is to show them gamers win. Restore the original game to what was promised. That should be the push, to get Stellar Blade, Shift Up, and Sony to restore the version of the game that they promised. This uncensored version that they were advertising themselves as. That is what you should push for. I understand if some people are disappointed and they just don't want to support it anymore. I get it. But if you want to make actual change, you need to go out there and talk to customer support. Reach out to Sony the best way you can. Reach out to Stellar Blade. Reach out to Shift Up. And show that you are not accepting this censorship. Because this is going to happen over and over again unless people can show that gamers can have an impact on these things and make it very clear what they want and get the companies involved to provide that, because they are offering a service and they're molding it and advertising it a certain way, and they're not delivering it the way they promised. That's not acceptable.
I don't think you can even sue for false advertising. I think they would have some legal loophole with Sony that they could leap through.
You should be very vocal about this.
You have to complain and
instead of
start
trying to just
about
wipe your hands clean of Stellar Blade entirely, try to get it fixed. Make that be the next headline, that these things are being restored. I think that is the most important thing to do next when it comes to Stellar Blade. And of course, there's going to be trials and tribulations, right? It's going to be hard in and of itself.
What the fuck?
but you're not going to get support from a lot of people on Twitter.
Just
you're going to
right
get
off the
attacked,
rip.
just like Mark Kern has, immediately, just trying to restore what gamers paid for.
Nice one. The guy's literally making, like, it's the most harmless shit, dude. He's like, you should fucking kill yourself. Like, okay,
is being met with threats on people's lives. And that's not surprising, but that is expected. And you can have a million of these comments, but if you keep pushing, who knows? Maybe something good will come out of this situation. And overall, that is what we're talking about with Stellar Blade. There is censorship right now, and there's definitely some questions that need to be answered by Shift Up and Sony. And right now, I know a lot of people will enjoy this game regardless. Let's not act like this makes the game completely useless and bad. But there are things that you should care about. If you're someone who is any sort of...
Normies will still buy and eat this up. Unfortunately, chat, I'm gonna say it. We are the minority. As gamers, the people who buy Stellar Blade and they think, oh yeah, she's a hot chick with a hot ass and hot boobies, right? They're not gonna keep up with this news. They're not. They're just gonna play the game.
Familiarity with this channel or related channels, we fight back against censorship.
It sucks.
And just because it's happening to a game that you're enjoying or a company you support doesn't mean you should overlook it. That is part of the problem. People did that for years. They overlooked small examples over and over again until these changes kept building up greater and greater to the absolute mess that the gaming industry currently is. We've seen how far it can go. But for now, that is the update regarding Stellar Blade. I hope this cleared up some misinformation and confusion out there. And yeah, as always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
That was a good video. It cleared up a lot of it. It cleared up a lot of the things that I needed to know about Stellar Blade. Because yesterday it was a mess. People were like, it's getting censored, and it's like, it's not out yet. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I'm gonna wait a day and then we're gonna see, okay? Collabters, leave a comment in his video, support his channel, let him know what you think. Maybe write like, oh man, Stellar Blade sucks or something, I don't know. Positive or negative comments help the video. Let it push the video. Claimers. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a bummer. It has been in the top right. Look at him, dude. Look at him stare at me. Hi. Husband's like. Those same idiots complained about Dune 2016 was violent when it was announced. No shot, man. I don't remember that at all. Good thing they didn't censor it. Maybe I would have heard about it more. He was about to sell you something. The Tarkov craziness? I'm not into Tarkov at all. I have a lot of friends that play Tarkov on and off, and all they complain about is cheaters and shit. I heard that they like switched around the package pay to win into something else. Like they did some false advertising bullshit and then they sold the package and then they changed it. I don't know the details of it, but it's quite scummy. Mario Party. Bum-de-bum. Cartoon situation is crazy. They're making the community dry. Yeah, it's like $250 for the deluxe edition. Only $250 for the version you don't get DLC anymore. That is insane, bros. Bing bong boom ba boom bong. Sucks that Dark and Darker got fucked though. Is that actually over? Like Dark and Darker lost the lawsuit? Is it just dead now? I don't know what happened with that, to be honest. I had friends that played that a lot and then kind of stopped, I guess? I don't know. Dark and Darker has its page on Steam again. Did it just kind of die off naturally? Because of all the drama? More like dead and deader. Very funny. You're so funny, chat. Funny guy. You know what we do with funny guys? We hang them by their ball sack. Pretty sure he's dead now. Stop keeping up with it, and other games that have popped up to replace it. That's a shame. A lot of really popular streamers played it a lot. Smug and Smugger. They released a PvE edition for $2.50 when a previous version of the game said people would get the content for free, not to include a bunch of pay-to-win dishes that just don't make sense. Yeah, so they basically rug pulled him. That's what I understood. Good night, random. Was it so much drama? Wait, what the fuck? Why did you pause? The fuck? It wasn't so much drama as I think they were being sued by Nexon, which resulted in the company making Dark and Dark running out of money. Yeah. So they basically, like, couldn't support the game anymore properly because they got sued. And Nexon is owned by, like, a big Korean corpo. So they have, like, infinite money, essentially, compared to them. This is why I keep telling you, like, well, not you guys, but, like, I guess, like, to people that are like, oh, just sue them. And I'm like, you do realize that people, even if they're wrong, they will sue you so you run out of business. Like, that is a tactic that people use. If they have a lot of money, they will sue you, and if you fight them back, they will bleed you dry, even if they lose. You talk to people? Yeah, I do. I do talk to people. I talk to chat. I chat people! Chat, I'm getting fucking fried. Do we need to go back to the late 90th and import games from Japan? Yes. Fuck clankers. Talk to your people. Alright. That werewolf video was really cooked. I know, man. I think I got cooked up by that. I got cooked, chat! I'm cooked. My brain is rotting out of my skull right now. I'm reaching my limit. My werewolf limit. $40 for werewolf schizo content. She's roasted. Yeah, I'm like a peanut. Chat, take me out. Put me in a bag. I'm cooked. Slather me in some chili oil. Shake me up in the bag right now. Oh, you know what I wanted to watch? Strange Addictions. Baby powder. I saw that on TikTok.
Some werewolf fanfics now.
Man, what is wrong with you? My strange addiction. Addicted to living as an adult baby. I gotta go watch one of these. At least I'm not that cooked. Have you seen the corn powder stuff? Yes, eating cornstarch. Yes! I saw, Mari Ian watching a woman eating cornstarch. Yeah. I watched it on stream happening it. It was happening it, dude. I need to go piss. I'm so fucked up. I'm so fucked up, chat. I'm gonna be right back, okay? I'm gonna go piss. I hate you guys. Shut up. Yo, what up? What up? Alright. Guys, if I had to suffer through watching Cornstarch Eaters with Mari Mari EN, I will make you suffer as well. This dick, damn, you got a boner while watching me? Fucking ban you from my stream! Where is it? I don't see this one. Cornstarch. Oh yeah. Like this where you have to eat something but your parents or your loved one would like catch you. No, never. Like chocolate, sour gummies. No. I'm not saying like cornstarch. I'm saying like, I don't know, like cheese, chocolate, olives. Only if I knew they wanted something. No. This is like different. This is for like, I need to hide like this. Nutella. Okay. It's like cheese. Me with cheesy tots from BK. Wait, you hide that from your parents? Boiled greens? I was weird? Yeah, you are weird. Me lately mixing cocktails at home, going downstairs and muffling the shaker with a blanket. Are you a little alky? Is that why you're hiding it? Chat, we got an alky in the chat. They have a problem. Messin, thank you. And I'm sorry. Tell the non-subscribers that I'll stop the video for him. Tell him I'll stop it. Oh my god. I'm sorry, man. I'll stop it for you guys. Yeah, I'll be nice. I hate when people miss out on moments. I thought you fixed ads. Apparently, if you run ads, it doesn't push it back sometimes. It's super cringe. I'm trying, man. Huge content you're missing. Man, stop bullying them, man. Ad off. Okay. Alright. We'll play it again. Alright. Clip that, right? One bowel movement a week. Yo, you save a lot of time not being on the toilet. That's crazy.
Get Twitch Turbo if you have the money. No ads all around.
Yo, thanks,
Take the chance
Minigunner.
while you can.
It's fake. No, it's not, man. No, once a week. It's probably just really like, I don't know, fibers, I guess. Aww.
I got fascinated with MREs. There are parts which intentionally cause constipation so you don't leave a trace in the field. Forum posts, 5 days without moving does happen.
Oh my god, what? Ew. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Here's the bars of soap one. Maybe we'll watch that one tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Sunday, I guess. Yeah. Sexy alpha. Diarrhea. Yeah, I hope she gets better. Her son passed away. That's very sad, but I hope that she can, you know, I hope she feels better. I am the alpha. If you are an alpha, you can't say that. Real alphas don't say that they're alphas. Okay, this is gonna be a wholesome video about animals. Chat, are you ready? Animal time. Most criminally misunderstood animals. Number 1, me. Me!
Caretakers and show affection. We'll bond with certain individuals and follow them around. We'll often bring someone an object and play tug-of-war. Gentle, inquisitive, and very intelligent. You'd think all this was from someone describing their dog. Actually, these quotes are all from people talking about vultures. The Jurassic-sized graveyard griefing alopecia pigeon actually has the personality of an imprinted puppy. You might not know that.
Oh, that is so cute.
Because most times people see one, it's either thousands of feet above the earth looking for death, or on the ground feeding off it. Truth is, the vulture just might be the most generationally misunderstood bird, and in the spirit of Earth Day, I'm gonna be talking about the top 10 most maligned and honestly reputationally screwed over animals. In my biased opinion. You can't please everyone, but I like my list, so let's get into it.
Manta ray. Dolphin.
Starting off, it's not hard to see how vultures got done dirty. It's pretty hard to earn public favor when you dive bowels deep in a bloated buffalo for a living. Then you had the—
Yeah, but you're doing good for the what is it, not the economy? The economy. For the ecosystem.
fact that they'll leak liquid nasty all over their legs to stay cool, projectile vomit in self-defense, and in a world of pretty privilege, vultures have a homely handicap. But anyone who's worked with them will swear by how smart they are. They're arguably the smartest birds that aren't corvids or parrots, and they're part of the exclusive group of animals able to make and use tools, with Egyptian vultures using a rock to have an ostrich-sized omelet. And yeah, get on their good side and it's like having a lapdog with wings. Apollo was a turkey vulture who apparently caught feelings for her caretaker Dave. They're also smart enough for a vulture vendetta to be a real thing. But what makes them underrated is just how much worse our quality of life would be without them. Botulinum toxins is the deadliest natural substance known to man, and vultures eat it like candy. Vultures can also tank tuberculosis, anthrax, and even the bubonic plague. Folks associate them with death.
I told you, man, they're good for ecology.
Disease, but that's exactly what they help prevent. And if you want to know what happens when you avoid vultures, look no further than India. With about a 99% loss, vultures in India suffered one of the worst bird blights in history, mostly thanks to a drug given to cattle that also caused kidney failure in the feathery coffins. And with less of nature's cleanup crew taking care of expired—
I learned a lot about what is it called? When you poison one animal, it affects the entire ecosystem. I studied that at school for a paper. It sucks.
Bodies, the number of feral dogs went up, and so did cases of rabies. And if you remember my Halloween video, a rise in rabies might be the biggest jihad to the human race. But that's not the only social work vultures offer for free.
It's me.
The turkey vulture's nose is so OP, they've actually been used to help find gas leaks, with engineers putting special chemicals in pipes. And with them being more corpse happy than a necro in a morgue, many places rely on vultures as alarms against poaching activity. Unfortunately, the poachers started to catch on and have been murking the snitch tweeties by the hundreds, even the ones that are endangered. Worst part is, they're pretty easy targets because it's hard to hide when you're part-time in the sky, and there's no witness protection for a sewer stork. Pretty easy to victimize when you're vulnerable and easy to track, and these are vultures we're talking about. It's not like they have cloaks or camouflage or a VPN. And you know, that last one would actually help a lot, since something like NordVPN would help the sky caskets go off the grid. Since NordVPN creates an encrypted tunnel for your data and protects your identity by hiding your IP address, which means, unlike vultures, you can disappear to a place no poacher can find you. Another difference is, where you can find a flying carcass merchant anywhere that isn't Antarctica or, weirdly enough, Australia, NordVPN allows you to connect to one of thousands of servers across countries all over the world. Which means if you want to enjoy some wild Australian entertainment without entertaining the Australian wild, the servers of Down Under are only a click away. And where vultures clearly invested in being a tank of a raptor, with reliable servers, you never have to feel like you sold your speed for security. And like how the V-Bird's liquid assault protects it from bacteria, NordVPN's threat protection shields you from ads, trackers, and malware, along with a dark web monitor to make sure your personals don't end up in the wrong place and leave you more violated than a past tense pig. So to get the most out of your streaming service, you go to NordVPN.com/casualgeo for an exclusive deal on a 2-year plan, plus 4 months extra with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. It's virtually risk-free. Nothing about being a vulture is risk-free. That's why the condor nearly got wiped off the census. But in a W from humanity, conservation efforts help bring the big bird back from the brink. Hopefully people start to come around to vultures. Anything that chills capybara can't be that bad. Just too bad you can't say that about number 9. The Grim Reaper once released a gang of guppies into the Amazon and made it our problem. Or at least that's what you would think from how much the media gets on them. You've probably heard that piranhas can undress a cow down to the bones in minutes, and that skinny dipping in a pool of piranhas is one way to get blacklisted from breathing. Truth is, these fish felons are mostly scavengers, and when you do see one with an expired body, they're usually not the cause, but a symptom. They don't go out of their way to homicide humans.
I think I saw a movie that had implied the piranhas could clean you alive without you being like any sort of like form of like fucked up. The ones they have in videos are starving. Yeah, but it's like also like a carcass. I've seen movies where they like pick you clean.
Most attacks involve people either splashing around like prey or getting way too close to a feeding frenzy. But they're basically the bees of water. They don't want smoke, quite the opposite. For all that face, piranhas are naturally timid and scared
Yeah,
easy.
kinda
So
ugly.
much that you actually have to give them places to hide in an aquarium because of just how neurotic they are. Also, they're not strictly meat. They'll also eat fruits, they'll eat seeds, leaves. There's even a type that eats mostly river reeds. But that wouldn't really make a good movie, now would it? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like they're not capable of mass destruction, but their PR team really did them filth. Jeremy Wade sat in a pool of allegedly trigger-happy piranhas and didn't even get touched. And the whole cow story came from a Theodore Roosevelt hunting expedition where he saw it happen. The catch is, the guides wanted to impress the president, because who wouldn't? So they actually netted off a section of the river and starved the fish in it for a week, only to feed them with a cow while Roosevelt was watching. And just like the cow, the piranha's reputation never recovered. Sometimes all it takes is one incident to royally screw over an animal. Something next on the list knows all too well. Let's just get this out the way. There are some deaths where you never forget where you were the moment you found out. For me, that's Kobe Bryant, Chadwick Boseman, and of course, Khaki Animal Jesus, aka Steve Irwin. And many—
Man. Oh, Seven's in the chat. I watched Steve Irwin shows when I was a little kid. I barely understood what was going on, but I knew I could just like tell he loved animals.
We have had smoke for stingray kind ever since. But before you go
Very
waste war on a
sad.
water waffle, first we gotta talk about just what went down.
And I think I remember asking my parents when I grew up a little bit, saying like, are stingrays actually like sharks or anything like that? Do they attack people? And my mom and dad told me no. It's very sad. They told me no, they didn't act, they're like harmless. I remember they tried to explain it to me. They said he was trying to film it being calm in the water and it just lashed out at him and pierced him. It was sad.
One, Steve Irwin
It was
got
like
struck
almost an
directly in the
accident.
heart, causing massive bleeding. He also never traveled with anti-venom, because anti-venom was anti-Irwin. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, because it wasn't even the venom that did it. Again, it was the bleeding. Stingray venom isn't even all that fatal. And at the time, it was only the second reported stingray-related death in Australia since 1945. It took over an hour for him to get to emergency workers, but again, it probably wouldn't have made a difference. The point is, literally everything that could have possibly went wrong. Like piranhas, stingrays are what a New Yorker might call a scary ad that would rather run away than run a fade.
That kind of explains why he was off guard.
I mean, I don't know, but that's still very sad.
I went to the Cayman Islands a couple of months ago and visited Stingray City, and as someone religiously terrified of the ocean, I can tell you, the crepe of the coast is in fact chill like that. Pro tip, if you're ever walking around stingrays, do the stingray shuffle. You're just gonna want to drag your feet. Basically, you don't want them to leave the floor in case RNG makes you turn a ray into a welcome mat. Other than that, unless you're a crab or a fish, you really don't have much to worry about. Besides, let's not act like Steve Irwin, the same man that took a love bite from a cobra and said sorry to the snake, isn't somewhere in the afterlife.
Yeah, he got bit live on television and he didn't want the producer or the guy he was talking to freak out. So he's like, yeah, he just bit me. And he's like, yeah, can you keep calm? Like, just act normal. Like, don't do anything. Don't freak out.
Life eternally apologizing to the stingray for spooking him. Stingrays have been misunderstood ever since, but we can drop the vendetta. If you know
fine.
anything about Steve, that's exactly what he would have wanted.
That wasn't a cobra. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it was a snake. It still hurt.
I'm really gonna have to explain
Some
putting
freak out.
dolphins here. Okay, well I feel like this weird thing happened where we went from Free Willy to finding out dolphins take that title seriously. So much that we ended up overcorrecting. And I personally and publicly talked endless amounts of shit. Don't get me wrong, the facts I said, I'll say again, and I'll say it with my chest. But me calling them water Weinsteins or homicidal hot dogs or a blowhole bandit, nah, that's actually still crazy. But that's just me.
No, they are. I don't know, man. I don't think they're misunderstood. I think they're just animals.
Anthropomorphizing. I don't actually think they're evil. It's fun to treat them like
No.
humans, but they're still just wild animals doing what comes naturally. It's just
Yeah,
that what comes
exactly.
naturally often involves them naturally. Actually, I should never mind. Look, with intelligent animals, there's always going to be duality, and I don't even need to say it. I just have to show you these two articles. But dolphins can be wholesome too. Like the same way parents will baby talk a toddler, mother dolphins actually do with their calves. They'll also sing to their baby before it's even born to teach them to recognize the sound of its mother's voice. We also found out that dolphins in a pod will often go out of their way to make less noise so to not confuse the calf and the young.
Dolphins aren't evil, they're just one of the few animals that are capable of evil.
Look, they are still animals. That's what I say.
And when it's out,
They're
being a
kind of
helicopter
evil, but
parent
it's okay,
means
they're
mama dolphin
animals.
won't sleep for up to a month straight. There's also decent evidence that dolphins get excited around pregnant women because they can detect the fetus and understand the implication of new life. And of course, there are stories of dolphins saving people from drowning and sharks. Hey man, I'm not going soft. I'm still gonna get my jokes off whenever I can. I just feel like because they're so smart, people make the mistake of holding them to human standards, which is pretty unfair considering a lot of humans don't even reach those. Dolphins aren't Disney characters or the spawn of Satan. They're just them. And as the final boss of dolphins, you can go ahead and put orcas in that too.
Orcas?
The greatest trick squirrels ever pulled was convincing the world they're just whimsical, nut-loving creatures, when they're actually rodent psychopaths profiting off pretty privilege. They'll eat things like baby birds, baby bunnies, and even snakes.
Yeah.
Red squirrels are also part-time cannibals, with males that'll seek and destroy any pups, only to get with the mother of the kids they just murked. Let's not forget that time a group of squirrels—
I already knew this. I knew squirrels were kind of evil rats.
dismembered a dog for barking too loud. Also, the number of squirrels with manslaughter charges is higher than you think. It's estimated that chew-happy bushtails cause up to 30,000 fires a year, not only costing millions in damage, but likely barbecuing human collateral in the process.
Or do they bite power lines or something? What?
There's
What
even
do
a
they
time
do?
a squirrel damaged the electrical system of a complex with NASDAQ, freezing computers and crippling—
Squirrel with a gun release date still TBD.
What did they do?
the market for over an hour. That wouldn't be the last time. In fact, one did the exact same thing 7 years later. Now, I know I'm doing the squirrels what I just admitted I've done to dolphins, but in my defense, I have a bias. I once got jumped by a pack of squirrels in Manhattan, and that was one half of a sandwich I never got back. Moral of the story, there's a reason the smartest man in the universe immediately took a knee in the face of the Acorn Mafia.
In the squirrel episode,
And here you have another case of animal gaslight. Pigs only get the reputation of being dirty because we keep them in filth. In reality, pigs are pretty clean, and when they have a choice, they'll—
I had a best friend in high school, and she had a big, fluffy, like not fluffy, I guess like really hairy pig. He was massive, and his name was Ralph. And when I would visit, I would always go over and pat him and like play with him. He was a big farm piggy. He was really cute. Yeah.
They'll refuse to poop anywhere near where they eat. Pigs are arguably smarter than cats and dogs, and most experts say they're more trainable too. They somewhat passed the mirror test, and some were even taught to play video games. In '98, Lulu the potbelly saved—
Yeah, he looked like this. He looked like this, but like I guess a little bit like bigger. He wasn't a potbelly big, but potbelly pig. Yeah, he was bigger than that.
her owner from a near-fatal heart attack
call
by
it cute.
rushing
Yeah,
out
he's
to the
cute as
road
fuck.
and playing dead until she could get someone's attention and lead them back home. I also feel like we forget how well pigs did without us, and from the Red River hog of the Congo, to the pygmy hog of India, to the bearded Borneo pig, the swine's smart enough and adaptable enough to live virtually anywhere.
So when you patted the pig, did you have barbecue sauce covered on your hands? Kek.
No, he was a really good boy and he passed away. They never ate him. He was their pet pig. No, they didn't eat him.
On a dolphin-type beat, mother pigs will often sing to their piglets while nursing. And speaking of piglets, they can recognize their name at only 2 weeks old. You can argue pigs are everything we value in an animal. They're intelligent—
Maybe I have a bias, but I watched Bambi. Not Bambi, what's that movie called? Not Charlotte's Web. This is Charlotte's Web, I think. Babe. That was it. Babe. I have a bit of a bias. I watched that when I was a kid.
They're affectionate, they're super trainable. Because they were bred for food, they got big screwed. Look, I'm not gonna virtue signal. You can give me 101 facts on cows, I'll probably still be out here DoorDashing McDonald's. But it's pretty criminal what we did to the pig's PR. Put it this way, this guy would have been by far the smartest character in the barnyard. They deserve way better than what they've gotten. And I'm not saying you have to give up bacon. All I'm gonna say is, according to cannibals, the closest tasting thing to human meat is pork.
I'm telling you, this is a personal story. I had a growth on my foot and they had to slizzle it off with a nurse. And when they were doing the burning after they did the injection, I smelled
Pigs
pork.
are also genetically closest to us, also more than apes.
No, I'm serious, man. She was slicing my foot, right? Like she made a hole in my foot. And they didn't freeze it off. No, it was too deep. It was too deep. So you taste like pork? Yes, humans probably taste like pork because the nurse was like slicing my foot, and then at the end I was like I smell bacon. And she's like, yeah, that's you. And I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, I've done this procedure before and I burnt your foot off and now you smell like bacon. And I'm like, what? Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all meditate on that. Rats are number 4, and almost entirely because they got blamed for the bubonic plague when the main carrier of the lice and fleas that caused it was likely humans themselves. My theory is rats are found in cities, and cities are usually dirty, so we often see all rats as dirty. In reality, rats are constantly cleaning themselves. In fact, one of the ways they bond is by grooming each other. It's called allogrooming. Speaking of bonds, rats can often form emotional ones with humans, and anyone who—
My brother had 2 female rats in his apartment for a long time when he lived by himself. Yeah. He had 2 female rats and they were really cute.
Who's had a rat will tell you. At some point they'll try to groom you like you're a giant rat. Rats can also provide a public service, with many African poached rats actually being trained to sniff out tuberculosis. What? The same species has been used to sniff out hidden landmines, and not only can they cover the ground in 20 minutes that would take a trained human days, they can obviously walk across the mines without going back to ground zero. Gawa, the explosive tech rat, earned a gold medal after sussing out 100 mines in Cambodia and clearing 225,000 square feet of land. He's not the only heroic rodent. There are several stories of rats saving owners from house fires where they easily could have hightailed it. You know, if it wasn't for the bad PR, rats just might be the top pet. Only bad side with them is they have short lifespans and your feelings will get hurt.
They do. My friend who was really into raising rats, she had about 4 rats while we were friends in school. And she always was so sad. I think they have like they only live for like 2-3 years, maybe 4 if you're lucky.
You know, the fact that this is the only animal that needed a trigger warning is enough to put spiders at 3rd. Now, I'm not going to downplay arachnophobia like I didn't use to backpedal the pigeons, but spiders are a great example of bark being way worse than their bite. Take the tarantula. They're like the granddaddy of arachnid anxiety, but not only is their venom about as bad as a bee sting, not only are they so fragile they can literally explode if they fall a couple feet. Unlike bees, there's no record.
I thought spiders could survive really, like, well when they fall.
Of tarantula venom terminating a person. Of course, there's thousands of types of tarantulas, and some are more of a jihad than others. But then you have the ones that adopt frogs as nannies, with the frog eating all the insects that could grief the spider's eggs, and the frog getting an 8-legged bodyguard. Truth is, there's about 50,000 species of spider seasoning.
Frog nanny, that is so cute.
The earth, and less than 0.1% of them are a legitimate threat to your life. And that doesn't include the smallest spider in the world, the patu de bois, or jumping spiders, which are literally small enough to wear water as a hat. And when you add the fact that they basically have paws to help them walk vertical, and that some like the wolf spider—
It's Nouvelle! It's Tricky's friend,
can purr. Are spiders not just the cats of insects? Oh my bad, arachnids. According to the CDC, the number of people murked by spiders a year is 7. You're more likely to get slumped by a vindictive vending machine. Okay, you're not impressed. How about this? Spiders
What?
Eat up to 800 million tons of insects that could otherwise destroy crops. If Thanos had beef with spiders, not only would there be way less food, it would be stupid expensive. You can thank spiders for a 4 for 4 not setting you back 400. Not to mention all the pesticides we need to stay alive would ironically turn the Earth into a disaster movie. Look, I'm not saying you got a cape for spiders. I know I'm biased.
It's a dancing
In fact, bias is probably why the
cool.
next animal's number 2. I love Lion King, but they'll forever catch smoke for convincing an entire generation that hyenas are, well, that. Hyenas got profiled as scavengers when up to 95% of what they eat is something they can—
I don't know, man. I've seen a video of a hyena eating a carcass and then the entire thing explodes in its face and it's covered in like guts and shit.
Get credit for killing. Gaslight goes crazy because the literal Lion King poaches more food from hyenas than hyenas hoe lions. And since a laugh-happy vice trap eats every part of an animal, like land vultures, the world would be a much nastier place without the meerkat on a bulk. Everyone wants to shit on the garbage man until he quits and leaves you with the shit.
True.
But honestly, it's the stupid part that gets me heated. In experiments, spotted hyenas actually perform better in cooperative problem-solving tests than chimpanzees. You know, the chainsaw with those we share 98% of our DNA with. Hyenas are—
I got bit by a house spider once. When it was hiding in a jacket that I was putting on, the bite area was red for a couple days, then went away.
Damn, that's crazy.
Are way smarter than they get credit for. Take Waffles, for example. Waffles was a lady hyena in a clan, and at the very bottom of it, no less. And in just a year, she went from the dirt under the ladder to the alpha at the very top, and she didn't even have to fight for it. All she needed was the power of friendship. No, I'm serious. Waffles slowly made the right friends, built alliances with other low ranks, earned favor with some of the higher ups, and before the ones at the top could even realize it, the hyena named Waffles had caused what scientists would later refer to as the syrup rising. And you'd think she'd go power hungry once she got the throne, but nah, the opposite. She never switched up on the ones that got her there. And there were even times where she helped feed the cubs of low status moms. Cause hyena hierarchy is more about social networking and climbing the corporate ladder than just running fades all day. See, you wouldn't know that from just watching Lion King, and while some are starting to come around to this giant
they are kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. Look, their little oval ears.
Aligned mongoose, one movie ruined the last animals rep damn near permanently.
Hyenas, yeah.
There was no way sharks weren't getting the #1 spot, and really, any way you look at it, we did this overgrown grief guppy grimy. How about the fact that the shark's KD ratio is about 10 a year to the 100 million that get murked by people? But
yeah, I saw the Gordon Ramsay documentary where they dry out shark fins on a roof with like bodyguards watching over them. It's pretty sad.
About the fact that a coconut to the dome or a bathtub accident is way more likely to flatline you than a shark. There's the fact that we have over 500 species of them, but really only about 4 are seen as legitimately dangerous, so I don't blame you for folding the great whites, tiger sharks, bull sharks, and the underrated oceanic white tip. But this is a shark, and it's unproblematic to anything that isn't plankton. Same thing with the basking, aka Kirby shark, which is really just a giant pacifish. Then you got white tip reef sharks that are not only non-aggressive, they cuddle each other to sleep. And
It's chat. They're cuddling.
Cuddle each other to sleep. And you can't forget the lemon shark being the golden retriever of the sea that'll often form bonds with divers. Blondie was an 8-foot lemon shark that would go up to divers, but the only thing she'd be hunting for is attention and affection. And while yeah, I'm not exactly a huge fan of this, at the end of the day, I wouldn't want a shark in my living room.
They're doing this so cute to them.
Can't be mad when you go into theirs. Because if there's one thing you should take from this video, calling it shark-infested waters is really wild disrespectful. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you drink water, hug your mother, and maybe give guppies a break. I promise you loan sharks and way more lives. Shout out to NordVPN for sponsoring this video, and I'ma see y'all in the next one.
They're snuggling.
Cuidado,
What is it? What is that? There's a squirrel in there. So I'm about to see an acorn.
Ahí va.
Oh, it's a vulture? Get him out of there! He's like, what the heck? What? He just stood there. Oh, very cool video. Very nice! Clamptures. Clamptures in the chat. Very cool, very epic. Link it in chat too. Car sick? It might have been. I get really bad car sick. Let me see. Oh my god. Stop. I am lagging. Oh my lord, I am lagging. And breast! Thank you for the prime. And sleep beef! Big piss. Thank you for the prime! So none of the Frenchmen or Greeks will claim. Nah, he won't. Don't worry about it. Don't worry your head about that one. We slam diddly-am. How about we both say hi to Clarkson? Cute. Created them a little while ago. Yeah, sure, why not? Clarkson. She's playing another Crab's Treasure. Alright, let's hit them! Chat, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you for the primes. Thank you for the subbies. Thank you for everything. You guys are awesome. I will not be streaming tomorrow. It's my one day off, so please don't be saddies. Don't cry. Go hug your dog or your cat or your animals. And if you don't have an animal, go hug yourself. Yeah. Yeah, shut the hell up. Get out of here. What are you doing in here? What are you still waffling on about? Get out of here. Scram!